listening to KEL Rock Radio. Y'all ladies done pissed me off.
I'll tell you what pisses me off. That we had to drink that shit.
It's horrible.
I don't know why we're still talking about it. We've talked about this more than we did about them girl shots that we drank.
I've kind of forgotten how bad they were. Not to incite you to go searching for more of those in the drawer of death over there. But Coors Light is not a sponsor of the show, if you haven't figured out.
No, they pretty much go, no, fuck you. It's kind of like when Monster tried to sponsor us. Are you guys ever going to fucking drink now? Are you kidding me?
No, we're not. No, we'll set the can on the bar, and then if a guest wants it, then you're welcome. You're welcome to it.
I mean, I'll empty it out.
I did try some.
I'll piss in it, but I'm not going to sit there and drink it.
Oh, it was way... Listen, I did try some. I drank a whole can of it. When we at the meeting, first of all, we had a meeting with one of their people, and they explained to us we can also have, apparently they make water in a can too. And so that was an option to have that.
Water in a can.
But it doesn't help them because we have no visual presence. We have to talk about it as what they want, you know? They want to talk about, you know, drinking Monster energy drink. I'm not going to talk about drinking Monster water.
That was a perfect timing for that dive bomb in the sub music right there. I don't think
But listen, I drank an entire can of it at that meeting, and we had to cut the meeting a little short because I nearly shat myself.
I'm pretty sure you did. You went like this, and then you farted, and that was the end of the game.
The mosquitoes everywhere just dropped off the wall.
And then you competed with that guy from, Uganda. You might have a deal working, Dave.
I did have to fuck a couple of stuffed animals in the Target.
I all of a sudden had to stuff my dick in frozen, you know?
My God.
That's what I would have done.
But it's...
Shit.
Yeah,
it doesn't match the intensity of a cold Coors Light, sir. The silver bullet.
You know what? I would love to be... for some reason, maybe it's just because I'm twisted. I would love to walk into a Target and all of a sudden see some guy mounting some, Huggy Bear. You know what I'm saying? A little stuffed animal.
I want some entertainment when I go into a store like this.
God
I expect that at a Walmart. That's why this one didn't even make the news. If it was at Walmart, we would have never heard about it.
It just been called Uggo America Night.
Yeah, it'd been Tuesday. Tuesday night.
That's what happened at the Walmart.
At Walmart, Tuesday night happened. Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
You missed it.
Missed it. God damn, that would be awesome. I never get to see that kind of shit ever. Never happens for me. It's like seeing Bigfoot. That's. I'd rather see somebody mountain Frozen than seeing Bigfoot. That would do me more.
It would do someone.
It'd do someone. It'd do Olaf. That's what it'd be doing. Bust a nut and Olaf. Here's the Olaf.
Here's the Olaf.
Time for a little drinky. Cheers, Joe.
You're going to need it, Olaf.
You're going to need it. I don't know. Just depends. You might be into that.
Oh, no. Here it comes again. If you're watching this show on YouTube, you're watching the last segment of the show. But if you're listening on our on KEVL or any of our affiliates on this show, don't worry. We're not going anywhere. We're stuck with you for the next couple of hours.
You're more stuck with us, I think, is how you're stuck on a long drive.
Yes, that's what I meant to say. I said it backwards.
Stuck on you.
Get another drink.
Feeling deep down in my soul.
Today's kind of a dubious distinction for our This Week in Heavy Metal History segment.
Yep.
It's Randy Rhoads' birthday, which is, we love Randy Rhoads. Yeah.
Hey.
Happy birthday.
First thing I ever played on an acoustic guitar.
What? D?
D.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, man, that makes a lot of sense. You're a Spanish classical player. You may not, I'm sure you do actually know. Randy Rhoads came from a family of music scholars. His mother opened a music school in Los Angeles, and his brother now runs that music school. She opened it way back, I think, in the 70s. And so, yeah, he grew up studious, just like you grew up very studious with a guitar. I think you guys would have been good buddies. And you're a little older than him. He's 63 today. Randy Rhoads is 63, so I think you're just a little older than he is. So maybe he's a generation younger.
Fuck you, Dave! What do you say? Oh my god, my tooth fell out.
I don't think that's age related. I think that's all the meth.
That's something else.
That's something else.
That's something else entirely. Maybe I shouldn't have ate that less. Dang.
We would be celebrating his 63rd birthday today, which is an awesome thing. We wish you were here. He graduated high school at 16 years old, and he formed a band with his friends that would eventually be known as Quiet Riot. During the mid-'70s, the band gained notoriety around Los Angeles and was signed to CBS Sony in 1976. He was known for two things: being a badass guitarist and wearing polka dots.
He did do that a lot, man. So much so he covered that Grover Jackson in polka dots. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Fine guitar, by the way.
And you would know.
I did, because I bought his guitar. I damn sure did.
In 1979, Ozzy was looking to form his own band. Don't want to get into why. We'll just have a drink and consider why it is that Ozzy would be looking for his own band.
I have an idea.
Oh no! Friends of Randy Rhoads pestered him nonstop. They begged him to audition for Ozzy. Ozzy obviously was very famous at the time. Randy Rhoads was not quite nearly as famous as Ozzy was.
Only in an L.A. circle.
Yeah,
which
in the
is
L.A.
very
circles.
small back then. Man.
Right. Absolutely. Small but influential.
Right.
And they finally won. They got him to go do it. So he did. He auditioned for Ozzy, and he was hired on the spot with Ozzy in the control room, never having even spoken to Randy. Randy he remembers the story a little differently than Ozzy. Ozzy apparently was drunk out of his mind that day.
I don't think so.
Well, he made the right decision. Sober or drunk, either way. But the way Randy recalled it, he said he hadn't even started playing. He said he just was, he was just getting ready. He was warming up, kind of getting his chops going. And a guy came out of the control room, walked over to him. He was waiting for Ozzy to get there. But Ozzy had been in the control room the whole time. This guy walks out of the control room, walks over to him and says, "Ozzy says you're hired." And it was just like that. He's Ozzy's guitarist.
Well, it's the best thing that ever fucking happened to Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh, yeah. By far. Well, Randy played with Ozzy for several years until the morning of March of 1982 when they were on tour. Their tour bus stopped in Leesburg, Florida to fix the air conditioner. Randy was invited to take a short ride on a small plane to take photos of the surrounding area to send to his mom.
And that never turns out well for anybody.
No, I don't know what it is, but especially
about the Cessnas and smaller planes and everything, it's always bad. Hey, you want to go on a fly?
You know, Randy wasn't a nutty guy. This is at 10 in the morning. He wasn't like going out, taking a crazy drunken joyride or something.
No.
Ozzy and Sharon are asleep in the bus, and the photographer and Randy Rhoads, who's stone sober, and I think the bus driver or whoever it was that had a pilot's license invites both of them, the photographer and Randy, to go up and take pictures of the surrounding countryside. And Randy's going to send these photos to his mom back home, who is running the music school in Los Angeles. The pilot thought it'd be fun or funny to buzz the bus as it's parked there on the field, to just fly by it real close and buzz it. And he did. He buzzed it a couple times.
He buzzed it all right.
And he buzzed the hell out of it. He clipped the wing, just a little clip, but that's all it took. That plane spun and was so destroyed that they had to identify Randy by his dental records. Nothing was left of anyone on board. Sharon and Ozzy remember the event. Sharon described it in detail. It's been described a few times, and it's not pretty. So it's a horrifying thing for those poor folks that did not die in that crash, that had to experience.
The only thing you can say is, thankfully, it was a very quick one. You know what I'm saying?
I hope so. I mean, I wasn't there, but I hope so.
You got to imagine it was. I mean,
yeah. Well, if you can find any comfort in it being quick, I hope.
You got to hope so.
Yeah. But say what you want about Ozzy or Sharon, but there's no denying the incredible influence that Randy Rhoads has had on heavy metal and rock music. So
I like to think he almost kicked off all by himself. The whole, the Richie Blackmore handing off the torch to the neoclassic.
Yeah.
Because he did do a whole lot of that. He took it further. I mean, he actually introduced that kind of flair to electric guitar when you had such a rock thing going on with like Eddie Van Halen at the time that was coming out of all of that and all that thing out of LA. You get this kid that comes out with this like neoclassical approach.
Right.
And you're like, wow. Very, very different. And rock at the same time. Very cool. I know it's been stated for years now. It's old hat, but dude.
Yeah. Seriously.
Dude, seriously.
Here's to
that
you, Randy.
Kid.
Time for a little drinking pool.
All
Cheers,
right.
genitals.
Salute. 25 years ago. 25 years old when he passed away.
He's been gone longer than he was alive.
Yeah. Yep. Well, let's
break that off. Let's get some excitement going on.
Let's get it, man. This is Ozzy. We actually found. I mean, they don't have a lot of footage of Randy playing, believe it or not. I mean, it's out there, but it's hard to find. And for our YouTube audience, we're gonna play the live version when they were playing live on TV in Rochester in 1981, supporting their Blizzard of Oz album from 1980. And for the rest of you listening in Radio Land, you'll hear the authentic studio version. This is Ozzy Osbourne, I Don't Know.
More metal.